The Israelite camp stretches across the desert, a sea of tents under the scorching sun. Welcome to Stories by Jason. Here is a story about the walls of Jericho. Joshua, resolute and commanding, stands before his people, a beacon of strength. His voice resonates with the weight of destiny, echoing across the expectant faces. He reminds them of God's unwavering promise, a lifeline of hope in the face of fear. The air crackles with a blend of fervent hope and gnawing trepidation. They prepare to confront Jericho, their hearts steeled for the trials ahead. Dust devils dance across the plains, mirroring the swirling emotions within the camp. Children cling to their mothers, their eyes wide with innocent curiosity and unspoken fear. Warriors sharpen their swords, their faces grim masks of determination. The sun beats down relentlessly, testing their resolve and burning away their doubts. An old woman prays silently, her lips moving with fervent devotion. A young man gazes towards Jericho, his heart pounding with anticipation and fear. Joshua raises his hand, silencing the murmurs and commanding their attention. His voice booms across the camp, a rallying cry that ignites their courage. "Remember the promise," he declares, his words echoing in their hearts. The Israelites respond with a resounding roar, their fear replaced by unwavering resolve. They march towards Jericho, a unified force driven by faith and determination. The desert wind carries their battle cries, a testament to their unwavering spirit. Hope flickers in their eyes, a beacon guiding them towards the promised land. Jericho looms in the distance, a formidable challenge that tests their faith. Joshua surveys the city, his mind calculating the path to victory. He trusts in God's guidance, knowing that victory lies in his hands. The Israelites prepare for the siege, their hearts filled with a mixture of anticipation and dread. The fate of a nation hangs in the balance, resting on their courage and faith. The sun sets on the desert, casting long shadows across the battlefield. Darkness descends, shrouding the camp in an eerie silence. The Israelites huddle around their campfires, their faces illuminated by the flickering flames. They pray for strength and guidance, seeking solace in their faith. Joshua keeps watch, his eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of danger. He knows that the battle ahead will test their limits, both physically and spiritually, but he trusts in God's promise, knowing that he will never abandon them. As dawn approaches, the Israelites prepare for the day of reckoning. The air crackles with anticipation, the fate of Jericho hanging in the balance. Joshua raises his sword, signaling the start of the siege. The Israelites advance, their battle cries echoing across the desert. The walls of Jericho tremble under the force of their attack. Joshua leads the charge, his courage inspiring his troops to fight with unwavering resolve. The Israelites fight with the strength of their convictions, their faith guiding their every move. The battle rages on, the fate of Jericho hanging in the balance. The walls of Jericho begin to crumble, their defenses weakening under the relentless assault. Joshua urges his troops forward, sensing victory within their grasp. The Israelites surge through the breached walls, their battle cries filling the air. Jericho falls, the promised land finally within their reach. The Israelites celebrate their victory, their hearts filled with gratitude and joy. Joshua kneels in prayer, thanking God for his unwavering support and guidance. The Israelites claim their inheritance, the promised land finally theirs. The massive walls of Jericho stand as a formidable barrier, challenging the Israelite advance. Guards patrol the ramparts, their faces set with confidence and defiance. The sheer height and thickness of the walls highlight the impossible task facing the Israelites. Life thrives within Jericho, its people moving with purpose and an air of invincibility. Unconcerned by the looming Israelite forces, the king of Jericho remains confident in his city's impregnable walls. He overlooks the approaching Israelite army, dismissing them as a trivial annoyance. Jericho's defenses stand tall, embodying the city's arrogance and defiance. Everyday life continues, undisturbed by the impending siege. Merchants hawk their wares, their voices adding to the lively atmosphere. Children play in the streets, their laughter echoing through the city. Jericho's facade of normalcy masks the fear that lurks beneath. The king's arrogance blinds him to the true danger facing Jericho. Jericho stands defiant, unaware of the divine plan unfolding. The city pulsates with life, oblivious to its impending doom. The king's complacency fuels the city's false sense of security. Jericho basks in the sunlight, its beauty hiding its vulnerability. The people of Jericho continue their lives, unaware of the approaching storm. The king's hubris seals Jericho's fate. Jericho stands as a symbol of defiance against the divine. The city's walls may be strong, but its spirit is weak. Jericho's confidence is a fragile illusion. The king's pride will be his undoing. Jericho prepares for a siege it cannot win. The city's fate hangs in the balance. Jericho's doom approaches with each passing day. The king remains in denial, even as the enemy draws near. Jericho's people are living on borrowed time. The king's arrogance will cost them everything. Jericho is a city ripe for destruction. The people of Jericho are oblivious to the impending judgment. The king's pride will be his downfall. Jericho is a city destined for destruction. The people of Jericho will soon learn the price of defiance. The king's arrogance will be his legacy. Jericho is a city on the brink of collapse. The people of Jericho are about to face their reckoning. The king's pride will be his epitaph. Jericho is a city about to fall. The people of Jericho are about to witness the power of God. The king's arrogance will be his final mistake. Jericho is a city about to be destroyed. The people of Jericho are about to pay the ultimate price. The king's arrogance is his eternal damnation. Jericho is a city reduced to rubble. The people of Jericho are gone, their memory fading into the sands of time. The king's arrogance is a lesson for all who follow. Jericho serves as a reminder that no one can defy God. Under the sun, the Israelite army begins its march around Jericho, a silent promise of destiny. Priests lead the solemn march. Their trumpets sound, and the air vibrates with the call of destiny. The Ark of the Covenant moves, a golden emblem of divine promise, carried amidst the silent army. The Israelites march, their faces set with quiet resolve, all eyes fixed on the towering walls of Jericho. The trumpets sound again, their echoes bouncing off the stone, marking each step of their determined march. The Ark advances, its golden surface gleaming, reflecting the faith of those who carry it. The silent army moves, their discipline unwavering, each soldier a vessel of hope and determination. The walls of Jericho loom, an imposing barrier against the horizon, the target of their unwavering faith. The trumpets blare once more, their sound cutting through the air, a declaration of intent. The Ark continues its journey, a symbol of divine presence, guiding the Israelites forward. The army marches on, their silence a testament to their faith, their eyes never leaving the prize. Jericho watches, its silent stones bearing witness to the unfolding drama, the beginning of the end. The trumpets echo, their sound, a constant reminder, a call to faith, a challenge to the unyielding walls. The Ark proceeds, its golden light shining, a beacon of hope in the face of stone and defiance. The Israelites advance, their resolve unshakable, their steps measured, their purpose clear. Jericho observes, its walls silent and strong, a fortress against the tide of faith. The trumpets resound, their notes echoing, a symphony of hope, a chorus of faith. The Ark advances, its presence guiding, its promise unwavering, a testament to the divine. The army marches forward, their gaze fixed, their hearts united, their mission defined. Jericho waits, its destiny unfolding, its fate intertwined with the faith of the marching army. The trumpets blare, their sound relentless, a constant reminder, a persistent call. The Ark proceeds, its light constant, its guidance sure, a symbol of divine will. The Israelites advance, their silence profound, their determination unyielding, their faith absolute. Jericho looms, its shadow long, its presence formidable, a challenge to the approaching army. The trumpets sound again, their echoes fading, a haunting melody, a persistent call. The Ark moves forward, its presence felt, its power sensed, a symbol of hope. The army marches on, their steps steady, their resolve firm, their purpose unwavering. Jericho remains silent, its fate sealed, its destiny near, a witness to the unfolding events. The trumpets continue, their sound persistent, a constant reminder, a call to destiny. The Ark advances, its light shining, its guidance sure, a beacon of divine will. The Israelites march, their silence profound, their determination unyielding, their faith absolute. Jericho looms, its shadow long, its presence formidable, a challenge to the approaching army. The trumpets sound again, their echoes fading, a haunting melody, a persistent call. The Ark moves forward, its presence felt, its power sensed, a symbol of hope. The army marches on, their steps steady, their resolve firm, their purpose unwavering. Jericho remains silent, its fate sealed, its destiny near, a witness to the unfolding events. The trumpets continue, their sound persistent, a constant reminder, a call to destiny. The Ark advances, its light shining, its guidance sure, a beacon of divine will. The Israelites march, their silence profound, their determination unyielding, their faith absolute. Jericho looms, its shadow long, its presence formidable, a challenge to the approaching army. The trumpets sound again, their echoes fading, a haunting melody, a persistent call. The Ark moves forward, its presence felt, its power sensed, a symbol of hope. The army marches on, their steps steady, their resolve firm, their purpose unwavering. Jericho remains silent, its fate sealed, its destiny near, a witness to the unfolding events. The trumpets continue to sound, their call echoing through the land. The Ark is carried forward, a beacon of hope and divine power. The Israelites proceed in silence, their eyes fixed on the walls of Jericho. The walls of Jericho stand tall, awaiting their fate. Under the scorching sun, the Israelites march around Jericho's towering walls. Tension hangs heavy as they complete their sixth daily circuit, the silence amplifying their purpose. From atop the walls, the people of Jericho watch, their laughter fading into nervous apprehension. Joshua's gaze remains fixed and resolute, his belief unshaken by the silent standoff. Each footstep echoes with faith, each silent prayer a building storm. The walls loom, witnesses to a divine patience and an impending miracle. Jericho's inhabitants peer down, their smirks replaced with tight-lipped worry. Joshua stands firm, a beacon of unwavering conviction in the desert heat. The sun beats down as the march continues, a testament to faith's relentless power. The walls of Jericho stand defiant, yet a palpable tension hints at their destined fall. The people of Jericho watch, their initial taunts now replaced by fearful silence. Joshua remains steadfast, a symbol of divine resolve against the imposing fortress. Each circuit tightens the coil of expectation, a moment of reckoning drawing near. The walls await, their fate sealed by faith's unyielding procession. Jericho's residents look down, their bravado crumbling into quiet dread. Joshua stands as an immovable pillar, his spirit a fortress stronger than any wall. The march continues under the watchful eyes of a city teetering on the edge of belief. Jericho's walls loom, silent yet screaming, under the weight of impending doom. The people of Jericho watch, their faces etched with a horrifying realization. Joshua stands, an emblem of divine will, his gaze unwavering, his purpose clear. The daily march becomes a dance with destiny, each step resonating with divine intent. The walls bear witness, their stones trembling under the force of faith's procession. Jericho's inhabitants peer down, their hearts pounding with a chilling certainty. Joshua remains unmoved, a vessel of divine power, a leader on the brink of victory. The sun blazes as the march endures, a symbol of faith's unyielding light. The walls of Jericho stand proud, unaware of the power about to be unleashed. The people of Jericho watch, their fear growing with each passing moment. Joshua stands tall, a beacon of hope, his faith a shield against despair. The march continues, a testament to the power of unwavering belief. The walls await their fate, their destruction imminent, their purpose fulfilled. Jericho's residents look on, their faces pale, their doom approaching. Joshua remains steadfast, a symbol of divine justice, a harbinger of change. The march persists, a dance of faith, a prelude to triumph. The walls tremble, their foundations shaken, their end drawing near. Jericho's inhabitants watch, their hope fading, their despair growing. Joshua stands firm, a leader of faith, a warrior of God. The march endures, a ritual of devotion, a path to victory. The walls crumble, their strength failing, their fate sealed. Jericho's residents look on, their fear realized, their city doomed. Joshua stands triumphant, a leader of men, a servant of God. The Israelites march on, their faith rewarded, their victory secured. The walls collapse, their reign over, their purpose served. Jericho falls, its people defeated, its destiny fulfilled. Joshua stands victorious, a leader, a warrior, a testament to faith. The Israelites celebrate, their faith rewarded, their God glorified. Jericho lies in ruins, its walls fallen, its people humbled. Dawn breaks over the ancient Jericho walls, casting a soft glow on the stones as the Israelites prepare to march. A vast sea of humanity begins to move, their footsteps a rhythmic echo in the morning air. On this seventh day, they circle the formidable city, the tension building with each step. Priests, clad in white, raise their trumpets, the sound piercing the morning stillness. The trumpet's drone begins, a low warning that swells with each circuit, amplifying the dread. Within Jericho's walls, a palpable fear takes root. The people, their faces etched with dread, watch the procession. They understand the significance of this seventh day. Their doom is near. The Israelites continue their march around Jericho's walls as the sun rises higher. With each circuit, the trumpets blare louder, instilling fear within the city. The people of Jericho watch from above, their expressions a mix of terror and resignation. The seventh day progresses, and the tension escalates with each passing moment. The trumpet's relentless sound batters the city's defenses, both physical and mental. Inside Jericho, the inhabitants huddle together, their hopes dwindling with each circuit. The Israelites' march continues, a symbol of unwavering faith and determination. The trumpet's crescendo fills the air, signaling the imminent climax of the siege. Jericho's defenders brace themselves, knowing their fate hangs in the balance. The Israelites complete another circuit, their unity a stark contrast to Jericho's despair. The trumpet's deafening blast signals the final moments of Jericho's resistance. Inside the city, the people's fear reaches a fever pitch, their doom unavoidable. The Israelites continue their march, their resolve unshaken by the city's impending collapse. The trumpet's piercing sound heralds the end, a symphony of divine judgment. Jericho's walls tremble, the city's fate sealed by the Israelites' unwavering faith. The Israelites complete their final circuit, their victory assured as Jericho crumbles. The trumpets fall silent, their task complete as Jericho succumbs to its fate. Within the city, the people accept their fate, their resistance broken, and their spirit crushed. The Israelites stand victorious, their faith rewarded, as Jericho lies in ruins. The trumpets, now silent, rest as symbols of triumph and divine power. The people of Jericho, defeated, face the consequences of their defiance. The Israelites, united in faith, celebrate their victory over Jericho. The trumpet's echoes fade, leaving behind a silence that speaks of divine intervention. Jericho's ruins stand as a testament to the power of faith and obedience. The Israelites, victorious, prepare to claim their promised land. The trumpets are lowered, signaling the end of the siege and the beginning of a new era. Jericho's people, humbled, face the dawn of a new order. The Israelites, strengthened by their victory, march towards their destiny. The trumpets, silent but powerful, symbolize the divine hand in their triumph. Jericho's ruins serve as a reminder of the consequences of disobedience. The Israelites, faithful and victorious, step into their future. The trumpet's silence echoes the end of an era and the promise of a new beginning. Jericho's fall marks a turning point in the Israelites' journey. The Israelites, now masters of their destiny, move forward with unwavering resolve. The trumpets, symbols of divine power, are carried forward into the future. Jericho's fate serves as a lesson for generations to come. The Israelites, triumphant and faithful, embrace their destiny. The trumpet's legacy lives on, a testament to the power of belief and obedience. The Israelites march around the formidable walls of Jericho, completing their seventh and final circuit. Joshua raises his hand, signaling the moment of truth, his gesture slicing through the tense anticipation. The people stand poised, awaiting Joshua's command, a unified force, ready to unleash their collective voice. At Joshua's signal, they unleash a mighty roar, a sound that reverberates across the plains, shaking the very foundations of Jericho. The ground trembles, vibrating with the raw power of their unified cry, as cracks spiderweb across the ancient stones. The walls of Jericho begin to crumble, dust and debris filling the air, a testament to faith and divine will. The Israelite army floods into Jericho, a wave of conquest washing over the once formidable city. Jericho collapses into chaos, its defenses shattered. Joshua stands amidst the ruins, a figure of triumph. His presence is a testament to faith and obedience,